Assalamualaikum to Dr. Nik Sharim and Dr. Muhammad Fahmi. Today I would like to present my PSM project, which is titled Design Smart Insole System using Arduino Microcontroller for Analysis of ACL Injury. Before I go further, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Fakrullah bin Zainal and my supervisor is Dr. Faris bin Ali. So I would like to start with the background of study. The common injury that always happens to the athlete is anterior cruciate ligament, which means ACL. ACL is the one of the band tissue that hold the bones together within the knee. If the ACL happen, it cannot help the knee to keep in stable position, also increasing the pain to the knee. The full recovery generally takes 8 to 12 months or more before athletes can return to their sport career. In the research, the football athlete will be main focus to the ACL injury. In order to make sure the footballer has full recovery, it needs the device that can analyze the condition of the footballer in terms of strength and stability. Wearable smart insole system for analysis of ACL injury was created to analyze the strength and stability of the user after recovery from the surgery. The analysis will differentiate between normal football player and the ACL injury football player. As my motivation at USA, Aidan et al. Have done a systematic review and they found out that 85% successful activity-based outcome, only 44% of patients return to competitive sport, and 63% of patients return to pre-injury level of sport participation. And for local statistics at measure, knee injury in measure increased 172% from 10 years ago. The statement from Director of Sport Medicine Division National Sport Institute, Dr. Aishad Puji, stated that in 1 month, they received 3 or 4 athletes that involved in knee injury, especially in sport of hockey, sepak takraw, and netball. As my problem statement, the research from the previous study, most of the monitor method that they used for their project was using secondary application on the computer, such as MATLAB. By using the computer, limitation for user getting the value while doing the activities is high because the size of the monitor. Especially for projects that use Bluetooth method that have limited range and activities. Besides that, most of the results from the previous study reading on the foot plantar data, which in terms of stability. But from the result, it does not prove the strength of the leg for the athlete can get back to the field. So the objective of my project is first to design a wearable smart insole system. Second, to analyze the walking, jumping, running, and kicking the ball in terms of strength and stability. And the third is to make a cooperate between Arduino and Blink application. For my scope of this project, first, target on football player university level. Second, the weight of the football player must not more than 70 kg. Third, wearable smart insole system with wireless system. 4. Using Arduino as the microprocessor. And the 5. Using Blink application as the data monitor. For my literature review, at subtopic of sensor, I have done several sensors for my research. The first one is FSR, which means force sensitive resistor. FSR is used to sense the pressure applied by foot during any activities. Second is GPS sensor. GPS sensor provide a strong satellite search capability. The advantage of GPS sensor is can calculating the walking speed as per time change of location of the user. The third is accelerometer, the crucial part for an inertial sensor. It used to monitor the motion of human movement. And the fourth is piezo sensor. It also commonly used for smart Insole system, used for gain each steps count while the people do their daily activities. For my subtopic of microcontroller, there is three microcontroller that I have done a research. First is ESP32 development board. It can apply the wireless method, which means it free to wearable without any wire attached. ESP32 development board has Wi-Fi, which is the user want to create their server to monitor the experiment from far away, or the user can do something fast connection by using Bluetooth module. The second is Arduino. Arduino is used as an analog to digital converter, ADC. Arduino is an open source physical computing platform based on simple I/O board and a development environment that implements the processing and wiring language. And the third is Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi is the microcontroller that can transmit the data to the server by using another component that can sense the pulse and sense the pressure point to the Raspberry Pi. Then this data is sent to the server by taking in that this data foot pressure point is calculated. For my subtopic of experiment position, I have done several positions that I need for my research. The first is, if the smart Insole system is focused on the athlete, the experiment position that's suitable to the analysis usually walking, jumping and running. Meanwhile, for the elder also need to consider the suitable experiment position for them, such as daily work activities or walking. If the objective of the smart Insole system is to focus on the awkward position of the worker, the common experiment position used are overhead, walking, squatting, stooping, semi-squatting and one leg kneeling. For my subtopic of center of pressure, the purpose of COP is to present motion of the human. In terms of calculation of COP, the XY position of the pressure sensor on the insole are determined beforehand. The information of the position and pressure data enable us to derive the COP position of CX and CY as the following equation below, where PI is the pressure value on each channel, Xi and Yi are sensor position on I channel. In each time, we calculate the center of gravity position. So the last part of subtopic for my literature review is Internet of Things. Internet of Things is not only a network of the computer, but it has evolved into a network of devices of all type and size, vehicle, smartphone, home, appliance, and so on. All connected, all communicating and all sharing information based on stipulated protocol in order to achieve smart reorganization, positioning, tracing, safe and control, even personal real-time online monitoring, online upgrade, process control and administration. So this is my flow of my methodology. So the first stage is literature review. It is important for researchers to review the previous study to open their view about the overall field of the project, about the weakness, improvement, and after that we can apply to our study. For my second stage is selection of main component. It is necessary for the researcher to select the best component based on the objective to be accomplished. The stage 3, overview design of smart Insole system. From the component selection, the suitable design of the study project can be applied to look for arrangement, the component and install including the show. So the stage 4 is about circuit design. In this subtopic, circuit design will be conducted for the force sensor and the Arduino in the correct connection to get the desired output. And then the stage 5 is for software. In this stage, the explanation of coding for the smart Insole system for the Arduino to control the process and get the desired output. And the last stage for my methodology is development of experimental. In this stage, the experiment will conduct based on objective of the project. So this is my yearly result. So the microcontroller is Arduino, the input is force sensor, and the output is LCD. The coding at Arduino interface will be inserted to the Arduino, and the result will be present in the percentage. As conclusion, this study showed the smart Insole system using Arduino microcontroller for ACL injury can help the athlete to measure their knee performance after the rehab from the surgery. In this project, the foot plantar was measured to get the stability data by using center of pressure, which means COP calculation method. In terms of strength, the force sensor at the side of the shoe added to measure the value of force can given when the athlete kick the ball, and this value will differentiate with the value of the healthy people. All this data can be transferred by using Internet of Things method that can using Blink application as a monitor. So the last part is recommendation of future work. From this design smart Insole system using Arduino microcontroller for analysis of ACL injury, there is a lot of potential can be improved to make this project more useful. After the study of this project, the term of improvement from this project can be increased by doing the multiple purpose. There can be an additional of sensors such as step count purpose, speed, tracking location, and then all the purpose can be done in one smart Insole system. This improvement will be looking forward as a researcher to make this project more interesting and challenging.